Hello, good morning. Dear friends, today we are going to learn how to speak in English. There are various ways to learn English. Actually, English is not learned, it is not taught, it is acquired. So, therefore, there has to be a perfect ambience, atmosphere of learning through which you can boost your confidence in communicating your English with other people. So let's focus on the first lesson, that is of tense. And you know the personal pronouns I, we, you, he, she, it, they. So there is the use of these personal pronouns in our communication very effectively. So the structure is important first. I think if you focus your attention on the structure, you know English. Because there has to be a particular pattern, structure through which you can construct your sentences properly, grammatically, accurately. So let's take the example. I go to school, simple present tense. I went to school, simple past tense. I will go to school, or I shall go to school, simple future tense. I am going to school, present continuous tense, or present imperfect tense, or present progressive tense. I was going to school, I will be going to school. I have gone to school, present perfect. I had gone to school, past perfect. I will have gone to school, future perfect. So then we have three more tenses. That is, I have been going to school, I had been going to school, I will have been going to school. So this is all what you know about the tenses, 12 tenses. So in my first lesson, I want to focus on why we use simple present tense. Basically, two things you need to keep in your mind. One is the progressive and one is the simple form. For example, I go to college every day and there is he is drinking tea. I go refers to your habitual action and he is drinking tea refers to the action in process, the action in progress, a continuous form of your action. In simple present tense, generally, we need to focus on basic things. That is, this tense does not express necessarily present activity. There is in our mind that if I say I go, it doesn't mean I'm talking about the present activity. Yes, simple present refers to the present form. Whenever we use the verb, it means we talk about activity. But in simple present tense, whenever we use simple present tense, we generally talk about the habitual actions, the general truths, rather than the present activity. The present activity, for instance, he is going to college. And if I say he goes to college, that means I mean to say he regularly goes to college. That's the difference. So this major difference or the crux of the matter is that you need to focus on the expressions behind sentences you make. Suppose I say, I'm at the airport and someone asks me a question, what are you doing these days? I may say, I'm reading a novel. It doesn't mean that I hold a book in my hand at airport reading a novel. Reading a novel refers to the present activity, and when you use present continuous tense, it refers to the activity which is a habitual one. So I make it simple. In simple present tense, first of all, learn the pattern, structure. It is I go, we go, you go, he, see, it goes, they go. This is the first 8 sentences. Then I do not go, we do not go, you do not go, you do not go, he, see, it does not go, they do not go. Do I go? Do we go? Do you go? Do you go? Does he go? Does she go? Does it go? Do they go? The last but not least, don't I go? Don't we go? Don't you go? Don't you go? Doesn't he go? Doesn't she go? Doesn't it go? Don't they go? That is important. This is the structure. First, keep the structure in your mind. And you can get the structure anywhere in the market. In any grammar book, the structure is there. First of all, learn the structure. It takes 1 minute to learn the structure. Only 1 minute. Then learn the technique, the usages, occasions, situations wherein you need to use these tenses. We fail to speak in English because we don't know exactly where to use it. So, in simple present tense, first thing you need to keep in your mind that the simple present tense does not express present activity only. Then, what exactly it does? It talks about habitual actions and general truths. What are the habitual actions? The things you regularly do, that is your habitual action. For example, I go to temple every day. I go to mosque every day. That is your habitual action. You do it regularly. Then Sheetal gets up at 6 o'clock. That is her habitual activity. My shop, Epitome Journals, closes at 9 o'clock at night. That is the habitual activity. Then I go with my daughter to her school by car. It means this is also a habitual activity. And he takes care of his parents. This is also a habitual activity. So these are the examples through which we can understand the fact that simple present tense is used for, mostly used for, or mainly used for habitual actions. Then second thing which is also equally important, the simple present tense is also used for talking about general truths. What are the general truths we begin to find? I listen to your English by ears, or I can see you with my eyes, or I see you with my eyes. The earth moves around the sun. So there are many examples like this. For example, oil floats on water. The sun rises in the east. The sun sets in the west. So all these are the examples of general truths. Or it never rains in winter here. Or we can say the birds fly in the sky. So these are the examples through which we can understand the fact that simple present tense is used for mainly two things. One is habitual actions, and the second one is general truths. This is the most important part in the first lecture. Remember this. So we stop here and we will learn the next portion in the next video. Thank you very much. Like my videos, share with your friends, and stay tuned with Pramod. Stay tuned with English with Pramod sir. Thank you very much. Bye. Have a nice day.